The air was crisp with the scent of roses as Sarah walked down the aisle, her heart pounding with excitement. She couldn't believe this day had finally arrived. She glanced at her groom, James, waiting for her at the altar with a smile that could melt even the coldest heart. The sun streamed through the stained glass windows of the church, casting a warm glow over the ceremony. Sarah felt like she was floating on cloud nine as she exchanged vows with James, promising to love and cherish him for all eternity. In the weeks that followed, Sarah and James were inseparable. They laughed together, shared dreams, and reveled in the bliss of newlywed life. James, an aspiring artist, painted portraits of Sarah that captured her beauty in ways she never thought possible. Sarah, a successful lawyer, supported James's passion for art wholeheartedly, believing in his talent and potential. Their love seemed unbreakable, their bond stronger with each passing day. But as time went on, cracks began to appear in their seemingly perfect marriage. Sarah's career flourished, while James struggled to make ends meet as an artist. His paintings, though praised by critics, failed to fetch the high prices needed to sustain their lifestyle. Sarah found herself working longer hours, juggling deadlines and court cases, while James spent his days in his studio, lost in a world of colors and canvas. At first, Sarah dismissed their financial struggles as a minor inconvenience. But as bills piled up and debts mounted, she couldn't ignore the widening chasm between their worlds. She longed for the luxurious vacations and designer clothes they once enjoyed, while James seemed content with their modest existence. One fateful evening, Sarah came home to find an eviction notice taped to their apartment. Panic seized her heart as she realized the extent of their financial ruin. How had it come to this? She confronted James, demanding answers, but he remained stubbornly silent, lost in his own world of brushes and paint. Unable to bear the weight of their crumbling marriage any longer, Sarah made a decision that would change their lives forever. She filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences and financial instability as the reasons for their split. James was devastated, his heart shattered into a million pieces as he watched the love of his life walk out the door. In the aftermath of their divorce, Sarah threw herself into her work, burying herself in a relentless pursuit of success. But no amount of wealth or power could fill the void left by James's absence. Meanwhile, James struggled to pick up the pieces of his shattered dreams, his passion for art overshadowed by the pain of losing Sarah. He wandered the streets, a lost soul searching for meaning in a world that had turned its back on him. Years passed, and Sarah's life became a blur of meetings and memos, her heart hardened by the passage of time. But deep down, she knew that something was missing, a part of her soul that yearned for the warmth of James's embrace. One day, by chance or fate, Sarah stumbled upon an art gallery showcasing James's latest paintings. She stood transfixed before his vibrant canvases, each stroke of color a testament to his talent and passion. Tears filled her eyes as she realized the depth of her mistake, the love she had cast aside in pursuit of wealth and status. With trembling hands, Sarah sought out James, determined to make amends for her past mistakes. Their reunion was bittersweet, tinged with regret and longing for what could have been. But as they embraced, the wounds of the past began to heal, their love reignited like a flame flickering to life once more. Sarah and James embarked on a journey of reconciliation, learning to forgive each other's faults and cherish the love that had brought them together in the first place. They traded their lavish lifestyle for a simpler existence, finding happiness in the little moments they shared. James's art flourished once more, his paintings capturing the beauty of their newfound love in vibrant hues. And Sarah, freed from the shackles of her former life, rediscovered the joy of living in the moment, her heart overflowing with gratitude for the second chance they had been given. As Sarah and James embarked on their journey of reconciliation, they faced challenges they never imagined. Rebuilding trust and understanding was not an easy feat, especially after the pain they had inflicted upon each other. Yet, with each passing day, they found solace in their shared commitment to making things right. Sarah's once all-consuming career took a backseat as she prioritized her relationship with James. She learned to appreciate the simple pleasures of life, a leisurely stroll in the park, a homemade meal shared by candlelight, the comforting embrace of her husband after a long day. Meanwhile, James poured his heart and soul into his art, finding inspiration in their renewed love. His paintings became a reflection of their journey, each stroke of the brush imbued with the depth of his emotions. Through his art, he expressed the joy, the pain, and the hope that had shaped their lives. Together, they confronted the ghosts of their past, addressing the unresolved issues that had driven them apart. They spoke openly and honestly about their fears and insecurities, laying bare their vulnerabilities in a bid to rebuild the trust that had been shattered. It wasn't always easy. There were moments of doubt and uncertainty, times when they questioned whether they were truly meant to be together. But through it all, they clung to the belief that love was worth fighting for, that their bond was stronger than any obstacle they faced. Years passed, and Sarah and James's love only grew stronger with each passing day. They weathered life's storms together, celebrating each triumph and comforting each other through every setback. Theirs was a love that had stood the test of time, forged in the fire of adversity and tempered by the trials they had faced. Sarah's career flourished once more, but this time, she approached it with a newfound sense of balance. She no longer defined herself by her job title or the size of her paycheck, but by the love she shared with James and the joy they found in each other's company. As for James, his art continued to captivate audiences around the world, earning him the recognition and respect he had always dreamed of. But more than fame or fortune, it was the knowledge that his paintings were a testament to the love he shared with Sarah that brought him the greatest satisfaction. As they grew older, Sarah and James found themselves reflecting on the journey that had brought them to where they were today. They marveled at the twists and turns of fate that had led them back into each other's arms, grateful for the second chance they had been given. They had built a life together, a life filled with love, laughter, and endless possibilities. And though they knew that their time on this earth was finite, they took comfort in the knowledge that their love would endure long after they were gone. It was a love born out of hardship and pain, yet strengthened by the trials they had faced together. And as they held hands, watching the sunset on yet another day filled with love and laughter, Sarah and James knew that their love would live on forever, a beacon of hope for all who dared to believe in the power of second chances.